He's calling in. Justin Gabriel, what's up, my man?
Brian, what's up, buddy?
What's up, bro? How you doing? Justin Gabriel, huh? You know, before you say anything, I got to tell you, I'm not happy with WWE. I'm not happy with WWE at all because I was expecting Ken the Box to give me everybody but Ken the Box. That's all I want to talk to.
Oh, man, you've done your research, huh?
Nah, man, I had Wade Barrett on a while ago, and we were talking about Ken the Box. Now, if you don't know who Ken the Box is, you got to check YouTube and just type in Ken the Box. Best wrestler ever. And I asked Wade, I said, hey, Wade, where'd you find out about this? He said Justin Gabriel turned him on to it, so I figured you'd like that.
You know, actually turned me on to Ken in the Box is Daniel Bryan.
Now, see, I get every person I talk to, I want to find the original. Who found this Ken the Box guy? Because it made me laugh for like an hour when I watched it on YouTube.
It's good stuff, man. I can watch it over and over. I think he's my favorite wrestler of all time.
Oh, he's got money written all over him, man. Justin, I'm worried about you and Heath Slater. What's going on with that? I mean, you guys, a little infighting there in the core.
What do you mean, me and Heath Slater? I mean, we're okay. We fight a lot, but I mean, we're on the same page as of right now.
Ah, there, the key word, as of right now. I'm interested to see what's going to happen. I don't even know if you're going to make it to SmackDown here in Philly.
We will see what happens. I mean, we just kicked out Ezekiel, you know. I mean, he was a, you know, like sometimes we have to trim the fat and leave just the muscle. And I think that's with me, Heath, and Wade. We're just the muscle of the core.
Definitely getting rid of Big Zeke. That might help everybody involved. But I want to go back. I want to start before you got rid of Big Zeke. I want to go back. I feel like on TV they never talk about you from South Africa. We know that, but you're actually a second-generation wrestler, which I think is awesome.
That's right. Not a lot of people know that, but I mean, it was made known on NXT.
Yeah, but after that, they didn't really talk about it much more. But your father worked as the Pink Panther, right?
That's right. Yeah, in the 80s and the 90s, he worked the African and European and Japanese scene.
What kind of
independent scene?
What did he do? Like, what did he wear? Did he dress like the Pink Panther? Was it just a name, or?
It was just a name. It was like a character. He did dress in pink. I mean, back then it got a lot of heat from a lot of people, you know, because he just rubbed people up the wrong way. Because he was just like a cocky, arrogant type of character, and especially in the 80s, you know, they had the over-the-top characters, and just people just hated him because he had this cocky, arrogant walk and the smile, and it was very entertaining for myself to watch growing up.
How much did you learn growing up in the business from your father-in-law? Do you think that helped you out a lot? Did you know you always wanted to do this?
Oh, man. A lot. I mean, it helped me a lot. I mean, ever since I was a little boy, I used to go to the shows. I used to watch him. I mean, I do a lot of his offensive moves. I still do today. I mean, all the high-flying stuff. He was not a high flyer later in his career, but earlier in his career, he was a high flyer. He was kind of big, you know. He was like 280, so he wasn't really a high-flying type, but he could fly because, I mean, he had his national colors in trampolining and high dive and stuff like that. So he was a very agile guy. So everything, all the high-flying stuff I know is definitely from him.
Can't ask for much more than that. You know, your father, watching him, following his footsteps, and setting you up so you can have a nice career. And from there, you started pretty young, and you were in a tag team with Presley Jackson. I think it was called Pure Juice. Am I right?
Pure Juice. Wow, that's going back way back. I was like 17 years old.
Presley Jackson, because you started at 16. That's what amazes me. So you've been in this business for a while now.
A long, long time, yeah.
That's good.
I've only got my break recently, though. I've only been with the WWE for 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, you're in developmental with FCW. I got to tell you, I knew I was going to interview you, and I put this out on Twitter, and let me tell you what, you have the biggest online following. I got hit with like 1,000 tweets about you.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I said, any questions? This guy, Tony Volpe, he wanted to know, what was the adjustment like coming from South Africa to living in the USA and FCW? Was that hard for you?
I mean, it was very hard. It was very exciting, too, you know, like... when I finished school when I was 18, I moved to the UK where I went to college, and that was a big change for me too. And then I moved back to South Africa for 3 years, and then coming to the US, I knew it was going to be a huge change, but it was very exciting for me because I knew I was going to wrestle every day, and that's what I wanted to do with my life.
Well, I'm sure Tony would be happy to know that. Now, you got about 1,000 girls tweeting me. I don't know. You must have like the biggest following with women.
It's all teenage girls.
Everybody was telling me, they were saying, congratulate him for his girlfriend making the Maxim's Hot 100. I don't know who they're talking about. Do you?
Yes, my girlfriend.
Congratulations on that, man.
Thanks, man. That's awesome. I'm sure she's loving it right now.
Yeah, well, she's beautiful. I have friends that would cut off any part of their body just to have a moment to even speak to her. She's beautiful. I don't know. You can do your research if you want to know who it is, everybody listening.
Exactly.
All right, so after you get done at FCW, you come to WWE, and they call you Justin Gabriel. They change your name. Why did the name change, and how did they come up with that name? Did you come up with that?
Well, I kind of, at FCW, I went under the name Justin Angel. And then when we started NXT, Vince didn't like it. He said it was too gimmicky. And I was like, okay, well, whatever. And then I think the TV show started the Tuesday. We started taping. The Monday night, I got a call saying, hey, we might change your name. They didn't tell me what they were going to change it to. And apparently Vince chose this name. So if the boss tells you that's your name, you're like, okay, cool, we'll run with it.
It's the best name ever if the boss tells you that.
Exactly.
So
but I've made it work, It's kind of grown on me, and I kind of like it, and I'm going to run with it.
Is that why your Twitter still has Angel written on it?
I think the picture, that's what one of the fans made me. And, I mean, that's just a nickname they have for me.
They love you. It's insane. It's nuts. You came up, and then you came through FCW. NXT, it was a great show. Everyone was watching that. But then the Nexus is born, and you're on Raw, and you have that huge storyline everybody was talking about where you just destroy the ring, you beat up, was it Cena and Punk? And what was it like being a part of such a big storyline the first night in your career?
Oh, dude, that was awesome. I mean, I can still remember exactly what happened that day. We got called into Vince's office, and he kind of put this in front of us. And it was Wade's idea all along. It was in Miami, actually. And I can just remember, we weren't even allowed into the arena. We changed it outside, and we did this whole thing. And it was pretty cool. I watch it back all the time, and it just, I get goosebumps when I watch it back.
That's one of the few things that I was watching that actually made me come off my couch and take notice. I mean, it was so different how you guys approached that. Was that, you're saying that wasn't really planned that much in advance? That was kind of, you didn't know that when you were doing the NXT show?
No, we didn't know that. The first season of NXT, not a lot of people know that, but it wasn't scripted at all. I think we messed it up so much that they had to script the rest. But the first season wasn't scripted at all. And I mean, I guess Vince and Wade had this insight of the Nexus, and but we already got told a couple of days before. In fact, a couple of hours before the show started, till that day, we didn't really know what we were supposed to do and what we were going to do. He just said, just cause as much damage as possible, and I'll tell you guys what you're going to do tomorrow. And we're like, okay. We're like, we can hit people, we can tear up the ring. And he goes, yeah, do as much damage as possible. Say sorry later. And we're like, well, hell yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, that was definitely very cool. And then later on, as the Nexus grew, you guys actually got to attack Vince. That had to be weird. I mean, getting to hit a 450 splash on your boss, nerve-wracking. So, what did Vince say to you before? Was he like, don't screw it up or you're fired? How does it go? What happens?
No, that's what everyone thinks he would have said, Vince is like the type of guy. He's so tough, man. He never shows any, emotion backstage. He's, seriously one of the toughest guys I've ever met. Because landing on him that night was the most I've ever winded myself. It does hurt. I constantly wind myself, but that night I winded myself more than I've ever winded myself, and I've been doing that move for 10 years. And I got to the back, and he just went, thank you. It was insane.
Wow. Okay. Well, I only got a couple more minutes, bro, because I know you're busy, and I don't want to keep you on the phone all day long. But let's fast forward. You leave the Nexus. I think Nexus is a shampoo or something, so you're better off. And then you guys create the Core. 2 R's. Now, I talked to Wade Barrett about this. Why does the Core have 2 R's? What's your story?
Well, I mean, it's kind of a long story. We sent Heath down to the registry office, and that's how he thought it was spelled. So we kind of stuck with it now.
I asked him that, and I thought he came up with that. I guess you guys all had. I asked him the same exact question. I thought he made it up on the spot, so I'm glad you guys are sticking with the same story. Everyone's updating the Wikipedia pages now.
Oh, really?
I'm
That's
sure.
So funny.
All right, let's check the Facebook page real quick. Joe McCall says, the Nexus guys basically went from nowhere to a main event against Cena, and was there any locker room backlash for the initial push that you guys received when you first came in?
Oh, dude, obviously. I mean, in all kinds of business, even in sports, if you get pushed to the top, there's always people who's going to be on your back, and still to this day, people are not very happy about what we did and where we are right now. But I mean, we were given an opportunity, and we took the ball and we ran with it. There's nothing we can do about it now. We can just try and just go forward from here.
You sure did. It's great to watch you guys. Last question, your beard, because you covered up those cute little dimples that all the girls were tweeting me about. That's not my words, it's theirs. The beard, did you grow that beard to look more like, a dastardly heel than a good guy, a baby face? Was there a story behind that? Did you just grow it? Was there a reason? Did you like it? Or were you told to do that because they didn't want the girls cheering for you?
This is what happened. We had 4 days off, and we were at home. I was in Jacksonville, actually, for the 4th of July. And I just didn't shave. I was on the beach, on the beach every day. And for 4 days I didn't shave, and my beard grows really quick. And then I went to a TV taping, and Vince was like, oh, man, that's great. Keep it. So he just cleaned it up a little bit. And again, when the boss says it looks great, you're like, okay, I think I like it.
Hey, you got a very hot blonde who shall remain nameless that works for WWE, so it must look great.
Yeah.
All right, SmackDown is coming to Philly Tuesday, July 26th, 6:45 Wells Fargo Center. It's always going to be a great show. You know, it's the best value in family entertainment. Tickets go on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m. You can get them at the box office, ComcastTix.com, or charge by phone, 1-800-298-4200. Thank you to Justin Gabriel. Appreciate you coming on, my man. Always a good time. And your parting question. When are we going to see you appear in an episode of the highest internet-rated program? If this doesn't get me to be Broski of the Week, I don't know what will. The True Long Island Story with Zack Ryder.
Oh, that's so funny. 2 episodes ago, I came to him with an idea, and he loved the idea. So it's just a matter of time right now. I mean, whenever he can squeeze me in, I pitched this segment to him, and he loved it. So whenever he runs out of ideas.
I've been trying to tweet him, telling him he needs to call Z-Man Tom Zink and tell him, I want to use the Z-Man name.
That would be funny, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Justin Gabriel. Thanks for coming on, boss.
Oh, thank you so much, Brian. Thanks for having me, and we'll see you at the show.
All right, stay safe. I'll be the one in the dark match as Ken the Box.
Oh, look out for it.
All right, brother.
Take it easy.